In this lesson we're going to look at creating a collectible object. Collectibles are useful for adding points to scores or to invoke an action in some kind of way. It might actually allow you to open a trap door or a secret door in the future. The node type we need to do this is a area 2D. Now if I use type area 2D in there, spell it correctly, area, you'll notice area 2D appears here. So double click onto that. Again, very important, I'm going to call this apple. Okay, because I'm going to create an apple. Now you can create whatever collectibles you want without a problem. So very similar to the static body, we need two things now. One is the collision shape, so right click the apple, which is an area 2D, select the collision shape, double click, and then rename or use the actual shape from here. So with the collision shape selected, click on to shape. Now because the apple is roundish, I'm going to select the actual circle shape 2D this time. Again, we need a sprite, so right click on the apple node, we need sprite 2D, and then in this particular case we're going to use an apple that's been created earlier, just here. A little later on we're going to animate some of these, but just for now we'll use static images so you can actually get used to creating these scenes. Again, inside there, now you can notice this again is quite large, so what we can do, we can actually use a transform again. So with the sprite selected, go to transform, click on the scale. I'm going to use 0.25 again because that seems to fit quite well with the previous size, and that seems about right to me. Only thing we've got to do now is go to collision shape. Now if you can't see the collision shape properly, what you can do is drag the collision shape underneath sprite, and then as we actually increase the size of the circle, you can move it around if you want with this selected. So make sure you've got the collision shape selected, not the sprite 2D. Click onto the move and you can move that around quite happily. Now the actual collision shape doesn't have to fit perfectly for your items, it just needs to detect a collision if another object comes into contact with it. So that's enough. Now because I don't like seeing the actual collision shape, I can drag the collision shape back on top of the sprite, not actually part of the sprite. With that done, we actually can save that now. So we go to scene, save scene as, and we save it in the scenes folder as apple. Okay, that does it for this one. So remember, the area 2D is what we use for collectibles. We can also use the area 2D for an enemy. Now we're going to create an B as an enemy in the next video, so I'll see you then.